Θα σας παρουσιάσω τη λειτουργία του μοντέλου GARRETT ACE 250, ένας ξεχωριστός ανιχνευτής μετάλλων, ιδανικός για παραλίες και να ψάχνουμε διάφορα αντικείμενα στο έδαφος.
Introducing the amazing GARRETT ACE 250 metal detector. With excellence proven by countless hours of field testing, the ACE brings to economical treasure hunting the miracles of microprocessor controls, target ID technology with computerized circuitry, plus mode selection, precise notch discrimination, and electronic pinpointing. This video will acquaint you with the basic features of the ACE and offer instructions for successful treasure hunting. To turn on the detector, press and release the power touchpad. The ACE 250 features discrimination utilizing two indicator scales. These dark squares on the lower scale indicate what targets your detector will sound on, and when it sounds, a single cursor will appear on this upper scale to show you what you found. The target ID legend just above will then help you to identify the target. As you press the mode touchpad to select from one of the 5 hunting modes, all metal, jewelry, custom, relics, or coins, you can see some of the squares disappear. Your ACE will sound only on targets represented by the remaining squares. But you'll still see an ID cursor for every metallic target you find. That's right, the ACE lets you see on this upper scale every target you discover as you find it. Plus, this depth scale will indicate how deeply you'll have to dig to recover any coin that you find. Now, watch the ACE in action. The target ID cursor indicates that he may have found a quarter, and that it's 4 inches deep. Now he presses the pinpoint touchpad and scans the ACE over the area where the target was detected. The upper scale darkens from left to right to indicate signal strength of the target. When the greatest number of segments is darkened, the center of the search coil is directly over the target. Now, it's time to dig. I know that you're anxious to learn these same detection techniques, and that's the purpose of this video. Also, make certain that you've read this owner's manual from cover to cover. Don't try to memorize anything. You're just trying to become familiar with your detector. And when you're watching this video, stop it and check with the manual anytime you have a question. To learn about all the controls on the ACE 250, we'll conduct what we call bench testing. With your ACE on a wooden table and all metallic objects at least 3 feet away, use the mode touchpad to select the all metal mode, which is designed to detect all metallic objects. Now, listen to the sounds made by various common objects as they are brought across your search coil. A coin, a bottle cap, a pull tab. Note the difference in the sounds. Targets with a high conductivity, such as most U.S. coins, produce GARRETT's exclusive coin alert, while targets of medium conductivity, such as jewelry, nickels, or foreign coins, sound like this. Iron and nails produce this low-pitch audio signal. Watch where the target ID cursor is located when various objects are detected and try to remember these locations. Next, scan the same objects with the detector set in the jewelry mode, then in the relics mode, then in the coins mode. Listen to the detection sounds made or not made by the various objects. A coin, a bottle cap, a pull tab, a ring, a nickel, and a nail. Notice that a single cursor still appears when each target is detected. Yet, because the ID cursor appears in a segment above one that is not darkened on the lower scale, there is no sound. No matter what kind of detector you hunt with, bench testing helps you to understand all its controls. The knowledge you gain by bench testing any detector will enable you to use it more effectively when you take it to a beach or park to hunt for coins, jewelry, and rings. Plus, it will help you avoid finding pull tabs and similar trash. This detector also offers user set discrimination. You can regulate the discrimination for any type of target you seek. The lower scale of the graphic display contains 12 segments. As you have learned, those that are darkened represent targets that will be detected in the individual operating modes. In the all-metal mode, for instance, all segments are darkened, which indicates that every metal target will be accepted and recognized audibly by the ace. Through use of the discrimination and elimination touchpads, specific notches can be created by adding or removing targets from acceptance in any operating mode. There are two methods of setting discrimination notches. You can use the discrimination touchpad to move the cursor and darken the specific segment of the upper scale corresponding to the particular target to be detected or ignored. Then press the elimination touchpad to darken this segment or turn it off, depending on your discrimination choice for this specific target. In the second method, pass the search coil over an object to be accepted or rejected as a target. Check to make certain there is an appropriate indication on the upper scale, then press the elimination pad to either accept or reject this specific target. It is important to remember that each time the detector is turned off and turned on again, it will return to factory discrimination settings. The custom discrimination mode enables you to design your own treasure hunting mode. Any discrimination setting you make in this custom mode will be retained in the detector's memory even after the instrument has been turned off and turned on again. Because of its discrimination capabilities, the ACE 250 functions as an outstanding coin hunting detector, especially in its coins mode. Deep seeking capability and the depth and conductivity information available, combined with the ACE's ease of handling, make this a superb instrument for finding coins, whether you choose to hunt for them in a park, on a beach, or elsewhere. Let's talk about that touchpad on the control panel marked Sensitivity. Of course, you'll be tempted to set sensitivity to the maximum to hunt as deeply as possible. Garrett engineers designed your ACE 250 for maximum sensitivity. There will be times, however, when conditions cause erratic sounds such as these, which you can eliminate by reducing the sensitivity. Three factors can cause your detector to behave erratically: outside electromagnetic interference, irregular ground mineralization, and a large number of trash targets. When such conditions occur, make certain that you are scanning with your coil at a constant height. You might find it helpful to raise the coil an inch or two. Conditions in the area may sometimes require that you search at reduced sensitivity. Always begin operating at the factory preset sensitivity setting, which will be appropriate for most environments. You can increase sensitivity to the level that conditions permit. Attempting to operate at sensitivity above the level that permits quiet and stable operation may actually cause you to miss deep targets that you would have found had you not pushed the detector. Keep practicing with the ACE's mode and sensitivity controls until you understand them, and learn how they help you understand just what your detector is discovering. Incidentally, if you ever want to return to your detector settings to those set at the factory, press and hold the power touchpad for about 5 seconds or until you hear 2 beeps. The headphone jack is located at the rear of the control housing. Headphones are a valuable accessory for any metal detector. They are particularly essential in noisy locations, where it is difficult to hear sounds from the detector. Because all Garrett detectors are designed to maximize battery life, the 4 AA batteries that came with the Ace should last 20 to 40 hours. Notice the battery symbol on the lower right side of your display. It contains 4 darkened squares. When only 1 or 2 of them remain darkened, you should have fresh cells and be ready to replace your batteries. To reach them, gently slide the lid forward and lift it off, permitting you to remove the 4 old batteries. Markings on the detector will indicate the polarity required for installation of new batteries. Make certain your batteries are installed properly and securely, but do not force. After you install them, position the control panel lid and slide it back snugly. When storing the detector for longer than about 1 month, you should remove its batteries. Let's now put our operational knowledge into practice. Always remember that hard work, patience, and research are 3 of the keys to success in treasure hunting. Research is important because it is vital that treasure always be sought in areas where it exists. Remember, in searching for treasure, you must hunt where people may have lost it. Parks and crowded beaches are popular examples, but you can use your imagination to locate other treasure troves. Here are some hunting suggestions. As you walk, scan the search coil from side to side in front of you. Do not hurry. Be sure to keep the coil level and at a constant height of about 1 inch or 2 above the ground. Overlap each scan sweep at least 25% of the search coil's width. Do not skip any areas. Avoid lifting the search coil at the end of your swing. Be methodical. Concentrate on your scanning. When you are searching in the all-metal mode, detection of any metal target will be indicated by an increase in sound, and a cursor will always appear on the upper scale when you detect a target while hunting in any of the ACE's 5 modes. Until you gain experience, it is recommended that you hunt in the all-metal mode and dig all targets that you discover. Remember that although every target will always be indicated by a cursor on the upper scale, your detector will sound only on those targets whose cursor matches a segment darkened on the lower scale. Yes, this ACE detector is one of the easiest to operate of all Garrett instruments. The target ID legend helps you determine whether or not to dig. The depth scale indicates this target is 4 inches deep. Locating your target precisely will enable you to recover it by digging the smallest hole possible. This is accomplished by pinpointing. First, pass the search coil back and forth over the target. Next, press and hold the pinpoint touchpad. Now, scan the detector again over the area where the target was detected. Draw an imaginary X on the ground with the search coil at the place where maximum sound occurs. Watch the upper scale darken from left to right to indicate signal strength of the target, and listen to the sound increase. When the greatest number of segments is darkened and the sound is the loudest, the center of the search coil is directly over the target. Now it's time to dig. Always make as small a hole as possible. It is quicker, requires less work, and makes refilling easier. And you should always fill your holes.
Το GARRETT 250 έχει αδιάβροχο ποινίο. Μπορούμε να το χρησιμοποιήσουμε άνετα μέσα στο νερό και να βρούμε κάποια κέρματα, ακόμα και σκουλαρίκια, δαχτυλίδια. Μπορούμε να βγάλουμε ένα καλό μεροκάματο ψάχνοντας στην παραλία.